Can you guys hear me okay? Or is the background noise coming through? It's okay. All right. Okay, so thank you guys for jumping on. I know we only do these calls together once a month, and for those of you who are new, which is basically just Amanda or whoever else is listening to the recording, we do a weekly call Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern with Dare to Dream, and that's with the entire team, well, our entire branch of the team, which is the Dare to Dream branch. So that's every Monday at 9. And so that's our weekly team call. And then these we just do once a month just so that we can have some personal time and touch in with all of you guys. So, anyways, I love it. Let me quickly just go over a few things because there's so much like happening in the month of July. I'm sure you guys have, hopefully you've listened to the Monday morning wake up call and the Dare to Dream calls to kind of stay in touch with everything that's going on because there's so much happening. Obviously we have Morning Meltdown 100, which I don't know if you guys have tried that, but it's so awesome. And we're going to be we'll go over tonight, like a couple things that you can do to kind of help get your customers on board. I find, having a fresh program like that, man, it helps so much because it helps me, because I get more engaged in my fitness. It's good to have a new challenge, even for your body, for your progress, even mentally. It's just refreshing to do like a new program. And it's really cool to be able to bring your challengers into this world that we have, especially with the exclusive access. So just a couple details on that really quick. Between now and July 15th, anybody can sign up as a coach with the challenge pack. Even if they don't want anything to do with the business, they can still sign up as a coach with a coach account, and they will have super early access to the workouts because the whole program will be released at the end of July. But right now, if you already got the digital access for Morning Meltdown 100, you're going to have a 5-pack workouts. They're like the mini workouts. They're like 20 minutes each. And then you'll also have phase 1, like 10 workouts from phase 1 already in your system, like immediately like that. But the real big bonus and the really cool incentive that we have for people who enroll now between now and July 15th, well, actually they have until the end of the month to enroll in this, but it's only available to coaches right now. Customers, it becomes available after the 15th, and it has to be a challenge pack purchase, but they get to participate in the exclusive coach test group with Jericho, which is super cool. Many of you guys have already done, one of these like with Shanti or the Lift 4 or whatever. And it's just a really cool element. I know those groups are huge, they're massive, but you get a really cool experience with that because you get to hear from the trainer of the program every day in real time. And it's just super practical, and it's very exciting for both old and new customers. So I highly recommend, sharing that and promoting that. And the best way to promote it is to do it yourself, lead by example. And I feel like this is a program anybody can do, whether they're a beginner, if they're pregnant, if they're postpartum, fitness beginner, fitness expert, honestly, anywhere on the spectrum fits, because it's a challenging workout, but it's not so crazy that even I feel like a beginner could do it because of the modifiers. I tried out some of the modified moves just to kind of get a feel for it. And it's totally doable. It's nothing too crazy or anything like that. So anyways, I'm super pumped about this workout in this program. So I just want to share some of the details because I know it's sometimes there's so many details that come along with it. But even as a if you're like me and you're a coach, which you guys are, and you already have On Demand and you already have Shakeology, so you don't need another challenge pack, obviously, then you can just get the digital download. It's $37, I think. You just go on teambeachbody.com with your own coach credentials. You log in and you just go to the option where you get just the essentials, no accessories, just the digital download. And that's what I did. And I immediately got access to all this stuff. So super cool. Anyways, what else? Let me check, make sure I'm not missing. What Summit is next week in Indiana. So Amanda, are you going?
I'm not going to Summit, but I am going to the Saturday morning workout. So okay. I'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have the girls that I do turbo with. I'm going to meet them and we're all going to go down there.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
know,
Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh.
excited.
My one coach, Stephanie, is going to be down there, and she was asking if anybody else from our little group is going to go. So it might be hard to find her like among 20,000 people or something like that, but I will connect you guys either way, just, you know, just in case,
Yes.
just for kicks and giggles.
Definitely.
Okay, that's awesome, girl. You are going to love it. If I lived a little bit closer, then I would. So, but it didn't work out this year. But anyways, okay. So let's go over just a couple things that you can do, and you can apply this for morning meltdown. You can apply it for like anything, but something, I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, and you can participate in the big group wide thing that they're doing right now, but let's say there's no group wide thing going on. You can do this on your own. And this is a really cool way to show our programs and give people a taste of our programs before they commit. And so, you know, because you're giving away something free, it really captures their attention and you know who's interested. So, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. So like we have the sample workout from Morning Meltdown 100, right? Super cool. Someone can do a whole workout. To my knowledge, they've never done that before, like where you can just do a sample workout from the program, especially like a full length one. I mean, it's a full 32-minute workout, you know? So, so that's really cool because as you're talking about it, you don't have to, like, it's really easy to quote unquote sell it when you can give somebody a taste of it. You know, it's just like, I mean, I can't invite everybody over and make them like a really awesome Shakeology. I wish I could, because I know if they would taste it, especially the way I make it, like, they would be sold on it. They'd be like, oh my gosh, I want that. You know, like you don't have to sell them on it when they experience it for themselves, you know? So what's like, we need to take that concept and apply it in our business and in our promoting, you know, like in our tools that we use for promotion. That is like a huge method. To me, that's a game changer, because when somebody experiences it for themselves, you don't have to sell them. They're going to want it. So obviously you can send out sample packs of Shakeology, but I totally don't recommend doing that, because you just don't, you usually don't get your money back on that. I personally don't think it's worth it. And I've been doing this for a while. So I rarely do that because people, they'll get a sample pack and they'll like make it with water. They'll make it terrible. And they're like, "Yeah, this is gross." Of course it's gross if you drink it with water. Any protein powder is gross if you drink it with water. But anyways, but what's cool is with the workout, you know? So like what Dare to Dream has been doing for the past few program launches is they have this big info group. So it's kind of like Coach Open House, where we have people in a group for a few days and they can see the ins and outs of coaching. They get to hear from different people. You know, we've done a variety of those. I've done some personally. We've done team-wide ones. So you guys kind of know the way that concept works. So it's the same concept as that, but for a program. And they actually start it like a couple months in advance, whereas open house is generally only 1 day or 3 days or something like that. So this is actually like a couple months where as you start talking about this program that you're doing, you know, and that you're experiencing and all this, like when people are interested, instead of you message them directly, but instead of just it being a direct message, you say, you know, hey, I can actually give you a sample workout if you want to try it for yourself. You know, and ask them, don't just say, hey, I can give it to you. Let me give it to you. Ask them, if I send you a sample workout, would you do it? You know, like really see how interested they are. Cause then when they say, yeah, I'll totally do it, then you send it and then you have a wide open door to follow up with them. So, hey, how'd you like it? You know, versus if you just send it to them and then you like message them 3 days later, hey, did you do the workout? They're like, girl, I never told you I was going to do that workout. You know, so like you want to get their buy-in from it. You want to know that they're actually going to commit to doing it. But so like, let's say you make a post and it can be about this workout. It can be about any other one. But well, if any other one is going to be a little more complicated because you don't have a sample workout for all the other workouts. So that's why this is like, to me, it's like, whew, it's really cool. Like Clean Week, you know, it's cool, but I feel like Clean Week is really geared towards beginners, which is great because you're going to have a lot of those. But like I probably wouldn't do that a lot personally because I love Clean Week, but I just feel like it's like a taste of what our real community and what our real programs are like. And it's like, I want to give people the real deal right off the bat, you know? And so with Morning Meltdown 100, the sample workout, it's just like a legit workout, you know? And it's like a full blown thing. So anyways, that's kind of just my personal take on that. But so let's say you do a post and you share, you know, you're like, you can, you know, put on the end of it, like, I can give you a sample workout if you want to take this for a spin or whatever, or, you know, or you could even do like a Zoom like this and say, hey, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Or whatever time, we're going to do a workout together. So if you want to do this live workout with me, let me know and I'm going to get you all the details. You set up a Zoom like this, you make sure that they have access to the workout, you show them how to access it, and then boom, you get on a Zoom and you guys all do your workout together, you know, with the sample workout. So, you know, that's something, if you have like a big group of people, I think it would work best in like a big group setting, you know, like if you get like, let's say 5 or 6 people, I mean, that's not like a big group, but that is a big group for something like this. But, you know, like, let's say if you get like a minimum of 5 people to do it with you, I think that would be like a really cool way to showcase, this is the workout. This is, you know, this is what the online community is like, all that kind of stuff. So that's like an idea. But let's say you make a post and you say, you know, hey, I can give you a sample workout. It doesn't have to be the whole Zoom thing. That's just like an extra idea I'm throwing at you. But I can give you a sample workout, and they comment, yeah, or they send you a message and like, hey, yeah, I want to try it. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me because you're giving away something for free. Sure, why not? Like, you know, there's they have nothing to lose that way. And they can really experience it for themselves. So instead of me just sending them the workout right away and just being like, okay, here you go, because you can, Beachbody has it literally uploaded on their YouTube page. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I'm going to add them to the Dare to Dream info page, which is this huge group. Okay. In order for them to be accepted into the group, they have to request, you know, to join, and they have to answer a couple questions saying like who invited them and all that. And this group is run by our coaches. It's run by our admin team. And in it, like, you guys need to check it out. I'll post the link at the end of this call so you can kind of go through it yourself. But in it is like all these units with all the information about this program. And you have different like amazing coaches in our network sharing their experience, answering questions, you know, sharing testimonials, talking about this, that, the other. Even they share pricing and all that kind of stuff too. And then, like, I think it's in Unit 7, they have the sample workout uploaded in that page. So when they want to go do the sample workout, they don't go to YouTube. They don't go to just some YouTube link you sent them. They go to that page where they're not just getting the workout, they're getting flooded with all the other information about this program. Because you got to remember, when they're scrolling through Facebook, you might be one of 2, maybe 3, I mean, Beachbody coaches they know. But chances are you might even just be the only Beachbody coach they know. Like, we are used to seeing our feed flooded with our accountability group posts, with other coaches, with, you know, like all kinds of stuff. So, but for them, like, you're the only coach that they might see. So what they see of this workout and the information, oh my gosh, information that they see is the only information they see about our workouts, about our programs and everything might just be that little clip of you doing, you know, your 15-second set, or you know, your little couple paragraphs, if they even stop to read it long enough, because people's attention spans is like that big now. So, you know what I mean? So, like, you have their captive attention for such a short amount of time. Whereas if you offer them something and they take the bait, they say, yeah, I want to try that out, then you have them in this group of this community that we have with all our positive energy and all that. They get flooded with information from very positive and reputable sources, and they get to try the workout right there. So it is just a brilliant way to bring people in, and it's so easy. Like, you don't have to do it all, you know, like, the group is already created. Our amazing team is running it. They're doing a phenomenal job. It's like, you just plug people in and say, so what I have done, you know, with people who say, yeah, I'm interested, I say, okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add you to this private info group. It's all about this workout, all about this program. They're going to ask you a couple questions to join. Click here to join, and then go to Unit 7, and that's where you can try the sample workout. And I'll tell them, you know, the other units have a ton of other information, and they're going to get in there, and they're going to get kind of nosy, and they're going to start scrolling around and checking it all out, and they're going to get a lot of information. So give them a couple, ask them, you know, and this is something, if you've ever read that book, Go Pro by Eric Worre, it's like a network marketing 101 book. And it was one of the first books I read when I started this. And there's still so many principles I learned from that have helped me in my business. And there's one thing that I do almost daily, but I kind of forget to talk about it sometimes because I just assume like everybody else does it. But, like, let's say you want to give somebody a sample workout. Let's say you want to show them our coaching videos on the, you know, your Dare to Dream website that has the coaching videos and all that. Like, don't just say, okay, I'm going to send it to you. Ask them, say, hey, I have this workout I want to send to you. If I send it, will you watch it? Or if I send it, by what day do you think you'll have time to watch it? You know, or like if it's a coach video, or if I send this workout to you, by what day do you think you'll have time to try it out? And you want to get that commitment, like you want to get a specific day out of them. And the reason, and at first when I read that, I was like, well, that seems like a little like particular, you know, like, cause I'm not a confrontational person, not that that's a confrontational thing, but like, I'm a much more laid back person in my approach. So I was kind of, at first that kind of, I felt like, that's kind of weird. It's not weird because you're getting a commitment from them. Like, because you got to remember, you're a professional, your time is valuable, and you're offering them something. You're offering them an awesome opportunity. You're offering them a free workout. You're offering them X, Y, and Z. So you don't need to have the attitude that like, you're like, oh, hey, do this favor for me. No, like, hey, I'm offering you something awesome. Let me know when you have time to take care, when you have time to truly check this out, because it's amazing. And I believe that I know if you get involved, that this can literally change your life, whether it's in your health or your fit, you know, your business, or even your mentality, whatever. So, you know, so you've got to have that kind of posture when you ask those things and be confident. And so say, you know, if they say, yeah, I'm interested, what time or by what day do you think you'll be able to try it out? Or by what day do you think you'll be able to watch it? Let them give you a commitment and say, great, okay, I'm going to send it to you now. And if they say, I'll do the workout by Tuesday, or I'll do the workout by next week, then say, okay, great. So on this day next week, I'm going to check in with you and kind of hear your, you know, your feedback and answer any questions you have. Sound good? And then they say, yeah, sounds good. So then when you come to follow up a week later, or by whatever day they gave you, which you got to be consistent with that on your part, mark down, you know, in your tracking system, I got to follow up with this person on this day. Put it in your planner, however you organize yourself, put it in your planner. Remember to be the professional and follow up with them. But then when you follow up with them on that day, it's going to be like super easy to be like, hey, you know, so what did you think about it? You know, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm bothering them. You know, I don't even know if they watched it or not. Like, you know, they said that they were going to watch it. Maybe they didn't, but you have the permission, so to speak, to totally come and follow up with them and see what they thought about it, because they told you they were going to do it on this day. If they didn't, that's okay. But you're still like, it just makes it so much easier for you to do your part. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so this is just a really great strategy to get people into our world, to get them to experience it, to get them from just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and seeing those 10, 15 seconds, or seeing those 1 or 2 paragraphs that you're sharing, and really get them to spend some time in what we're doing and get their focus on what we're doing. You guys have probably heard it a million times if you've been in here by now, but it usually takes somebody 7 to 12 exposures of something before they actually commit to buying it. And I know that's true because I'm very much like that. You know, like I'm not one to just jump into something right off the bat. Even the whole coaching thing, like I resisted it hardcore for probably like a year before I finally jumped in, you know? So, and most of you guys are like that too, actually. And that's okay. You know, like that's who we are. And to me, it means that we take this seriously. We're not just jumping into anything and everything all the time. Like, no, if I'm going to commit to something, it's going to be because I truly thought about it before I made a commitment. So, you know, don't be surprised when people do that to you. You actually want them to do that because you want them to take seriously what they're doing and truly have a commitment behind it. So, like that's why the Coach Open House is so awesome. And that's why stuff like this, these info groups are amazing, because if people are slightly interested, you throw them in these groups and you let our team do the hard work. It's not just you and them talking about everything. It's not them just seeing Beachbody through your eyes or through your knowledge or through your experience. That is a part of it, and that should not be discounted at all. Like, you want that to be very much a part of your relationship with that person and sharing them your experience and all that. But don't let it be just that, because that's just showing one aspect. And that's why when you can bring them into the whole team environment, it changes everything, because they see, oh, it's not just Amanda, it's not just Shaughnessy, it's not just Lauren. It's like this is a whole community of people, like, and they're all doing awesome. They're all getting results. They're all, rocking their businesses, like, and it's really awesome. So I cannot emphasize that enough to take advantage of that. Especially Morning Meltdown 100, like that group, that info group is going to be open for like a long time, like, and all this stuff is there. So, as you start sharing this program start funneling people in there, and don't just drop them off and be like, bye, but, you know, put them in there, get a commitment out of them when they're going to look over the info or when they're going to do the workout, follow up with them, be consistent, you know, create a sense of urgency because they have the opportunity to jump into the coach or into the exclusive test group by the end of this month, which is cool. So, you know, you have those little incentives that help people make a commitment. So, so that is like the main strategy thing I want to talk about. Obviously, coach open houses, those happen every month. I run one every month. And I will send you guys dates of the next one I'm going to run. I need to look at my calendar to find out when. But Dare to Dream, they have one every single month too. So you go to the Dare to Dream team page, go to files, and under files, there's a file that's labeled monthly open house. And there's a link for it. So you can see the date. So you can apply this same exact concept to the open house. And I really recommend that you guys do that. This is a brilliant, easy, smart way to grow your business, both on the fitness side and the business side. So that's all I'll say about that. If you guys have any questions, type them in the box, or we should have time at the end for questions. But the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is just, we are like at the halfway point of the year, which is crazy. I have no idea how that's possible. I'm like, it was just January 2 days ago. But we're at the beginning, we're at the middle of the year. And so this is the time where I really recommend, like, evaluate your goals. Like most of us, we all set goals at the beginning of the year, right? So see where you're at with those, and don't, you know, be like honest with yourself, and don't beat yourself up if you're not where you want to be. Like, that's not what evaluating your goals is about. And I feel like sometimes we avoid doing that because we're like, I know I'm not where I want to be, so I don't want to, you know, it's like, I don't even want to look at it because it'll discourage me. Don't let it discourage you. Let it empower you. Let it fire you up. Because look, you know, you can do in 2 months what you couldn't do in, you know, like half the year if you really pay attention, if you really allow the Lord into your business too. That is the factor that you cannot underestimate the power of that, because, you know, God working in you and in your business and giving you, you know, an idea, or giving you a strategy, or just giving you a grace, or just giving you favor, or just an open door to somebody or to something, that can change things in a matter of, you know, weeks, things that you couldn't make happen in the whole year. So don't like look at your goals and be discouraged because you're not where you want to be, but look at them and say, okay, this is where I'm at, and this is what I need to do to make these goals happen by the end of the year. Maybe you need to reevaluate your goals. And I'm not saying, you know, downgrade your goals, but if they are so outlandish and they're not realistic, then make them realistic. They need to be crazy, okay? But make them realistic. So if you need to readjust some of your goals, then do that. Because I know for me, like, if my goals are too big, then I get overwhelmed and it sucks the motivation out of me because I just feel overwhelmed. So I have to have goals that are big, like that they're going to push me, but not that they overwhelm me and I feel defeated and discouraged before I start. So you've got to kind of figure out what that is, maybe, and be specific. You know, is your goal to be a diamond by the end of the year? So doable. In fact, you could do that in a couple months. Like, to be a diamond coach, you need 8 coaches, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 1 emerald on the right, 1 emerald on the left. Boom. So if you need 8 coaches and there's 6 months left in the year, then that's like a little bit more than 1 coach. Well, yeah, that's a little bit more than 1 coach a month that you need to sign up, and you need to help 2 of them get to Emerald. So now you know what you got to do. So I need 1 coach. I need like 1.5 coaches a month. You know, just aim for 2 a month, you know, because some will come and some will fall off. Some will come and some will stick, you know, and make that your goal. Like, and you might think like, oh my gosh, it seems so big. That's not. You can totally do that. So, you know, figure out what your goals are, break them down into doable, actionable steps. You know, don't just have this big goal, but break it down into a monthly goal, and then break it down into your steps, you know. So but I really want to encourage you guys to take some time this week to go over your goals and kind of evaluate where you're at and what you need to change in order to make it happen by the end of the year, whatever it is that you're working for. And I'm totally here. Like, if you're like, I have these goals, or I don't know what my goal should be, or I don't know how to get to them, like, that's what I'm here for, is to help you with that. So if you're feeling stuck, or if you're feeling lost, or whatever, if you have questions, you got to reach out. You know, that's something, like, if you can't figure it out on your own, and, you know, I'm all about people taking initiative and answering questions that you can get answered on your own. Okay. But like, there's some things that you just need help with, that you need support, that you need that teamwork. And that's what this community is about, you know, whether it's me, or maybe there's another coach even in Dare to Dream that you really look up to, or that you really connect with. Reach out to people. Don't, you know, I learned so many things by reaching out even to other coaches, like where I would admire how they do certain things. And so I'd reach out to them and I'd ask them like, hey, how do you do this? You know, or like, I love what you did, or, you know, what advice would you give for someone, you know, like me starting out or in this kind of situation? And most people in our community, they're really cool and they'll reach out and help you. Now, not everybody's going to do that. Some of the top coaches, they're so busy, you know, I wouldn't expect them to respond. Okay. But like, I'm talking about within like our Dare to Dream pod, most of those coaches are cool and they're going to help you because there is a team culture that has been developed there. And I love that. So take advantage of that community that we have. Take advantage of the coach that you have. So, but yes, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm going to leave it at that. Keep it short and sweet. Kind of talk about the very practical stuff with getting people into these info groups, whether coaching or fitness groups. But that should give us some stuff to really work on. And that's really what I'm pushing for. Like, I want people to try the sample workout, you know, I want people to see the coaching videos, you know, so my call to actions are about that, are about, you know, not, hey, do you want to sign up right now? It's about, hey, if you want some more information or just check it out, let me know. So it is a laid back approach, you know, but it's one where people, they don't feel pressured, or they don't feel like they're being sold, or, you know, because they're not. Like, I'm really just giving them the opportunity to experience it. And so I feel like if we adopt that mindset, and if we're giving that away, we're constantly giving people the opportunity to experience this, then you're bound to attract the right people, not just to your team, but even to your fitness community, people that really want this. So it's really cool. We have awesome tools at our hands. So whatever those goals that you have for the end of the year, for the rest of this year, is, you know, they're doable. And we have so many amazing tools in our hands. And this is another big one. And I feel like for me, this has breathed like a fresh life into me for my business, being able to give away a workout like this, like a sample workout. I think it's the coolest thing. So take advantage of that, you guys. And, you know, if you have any questions. Okay, Shaughnessy, is the sample workout in the Facebook group, or is it on the BOD? It's in YouTube, on the Beachbody YouTube page. I don't recommend sending people there though, because people will go on YouTube and they will get lost in like just a flurry of other suggested videos that come up on YouTube, or they'll watch another coach's take on Morning Meltdown 100, and every coach, they're going to have like, hey, if you want the workout, then, you know, email me or whatever. So they could easily get, if you're not super connected with them, they could easily just go sign up with another coach. So don't send them to YouTube. Okay. It is on Beachbody On Demand, and they don't have to have like, you know, they don't have to have a paid account. I believe to use Beachbody On Demand, they would still have to open like a free account, you know, where they wouldn't get billed or anything, but I think they have to like have a username and a password in order to find that workout on BOD. The best way to give it to them is in the Facebook group. It's under Unit 7 in that Facebook group. I'm going to post the link for you guys so you can actually see this group. You can also find it if you go to Dare to Dream group page and go under files and go under that file that says the monthly open houses. You'll see the Morning Meltdown info group in Dare to Dream. So if you ever like can't find it, that's where you find it. But I'm going to post it for you guys, and you can scroll through it yourself and kind of see what they've done there. But I believe it's under Unit 7. The actual sample workout is there. So anybody I have interested, I'm sending them to that group and telling them that they can find the sample workout under Unit 7. So yes. But yeah. All right, guys. Any questions or anything that you wanted to mention? We have a couple extra minutes, so which never happens, but you know, first time for everything. And by the way,
sorry, I'm watching my child right now.
Huge, yeah, me too. Huge congrats to you, my friend Amanda, for completing 80-day obsession. Like, girl,
thank you.
That is huge. I couldn't finish it. I'll be honest. I could not finish it. So I have huge respect for anybody that was able to finish that program, because
it was hard.
Not only is it hard, it was longer than any workout I was used to doing. And that for me was the hardest thing, was carving out an hour in my day. And that's why I was just like, I love it. Like, I love the program, but I was like, I couldn't do the hour workouts. So, you know, hey,
yeah,
but they're like the best workouts. So I don't know. Part of me was like, I'll just take 160 days and I'll just cut all the workouts in half. But then another program, came along and I was like, girl. So anyways, huge kudos to you for finishing what you started, 25 pounds down. That is amazing. Like flipping amazing. And you need to milk that. Like, I know you're going to think like, oh, I share my transformation story all the time. You need to be sharing your transformation story like every other week, honestly. And you share other ones, but like, share it because different people are going to see it. And, Virginia does a really good job of that too. Virginia Lowe. She does a really great job of that, where she's constantly sharing her transformation, but it doesn't feel repetitive. Like, it's awesome. So, anyways, I really like the way she does that. But so, yes. All right, guys. Well, I will cut it short. I know we all got kiddos that are scrambling for me. Hi, Kaysen. So big, so handsome. So, anyways, I'll let you guys go. But thanks for jumping on tonight, and hopefully we'll put some of these ideas to use. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. But before we go, let's pray. Let's pray over our businesses, because that's the most important thing we can do, right? So, Father God, I thank you, Lord, for these businesses. I thank you, Lord, for these business women. I thank you, Father God, that they've taken an opportunity that you've put in their hand, and they're preparing to multiply it. They're working to multiply what you've put in their hand. I pray for just supernatural grace and favor on their business. In Jesus' name, I pray, Lord, that you give them a grace to walk it out, a grace to do the consistent daily things that they need to do to grow their business, that what might have seemed hard at first will not be hard anymore, because there will just be a grace to it. I pray, Lord, that you give them favor, that you give them creativity in their sharing and their writing, in their promoting, Lord, that you give them creative ideas, and that your favor on them will cause people to be drawn to them, cause people to want to work with them, and that they'd not only be impacting people physically and in the business world, but Lord, that first and foremost, they would impact people by drawing them closer to you through their witness, through their testimony, through their examples. So just pray you give these ladies grace, that you bless them, Father God, that your favor would be on them, and that everything they put their hand to prospers. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a great night. Bye.